Hey there guys, Tom and Ali here. Welcome back to my channel and thank you very much for joining us for this, our spoilers, that's right, it's spoilers, review of WandaVision episode 7? 7. This episode, look, I've got some mixed feelings on it. You and I don't agree on this episode. I don't hate the episode. I just don't like something that they did at the end of it.
It's a spoilers review, you can just say it.
Yeah, I know, but I wanted to
build it
set
up.
some mystery here, but I want you to talk about it because you liked it.
It's not necessarily that I liked it. Okay, I enjoyed it because I think it's a genuinely fun show and I love Catherine Hahn. So it was Agatha all along.
Which was a good song. I like the little tune
great.
they did and the little flashback.
Yeah, I loved it. And also it was something that I had been saying was highly likely for a while, and he refused to engage with me.
No, I knew it was likely because she had the little brooch. Her name was Agnes.
Yeah.
So, like, it was a possibility.
Yeah, I don't think the show is making a significant effort to hide this.
I don't want to prejudge it because I don't know where they're going or what reason she's had for doing what she's doing. I just like the idea that this show was purely about Wanda dealing with her grief.
Her grief and trauma, which I also love.
And her trauma, and that's why she did all this. And that really, there doesn't need to be, because my argument has been up until this point, really, there doesn't need to be a big bad. Wanda is essentially the big bad.
Yes, I agree with you on all of that. I genuinely do. But the difference between us is that I did not trust Marvel to tell that story. With Marvel, they always have to have a bigger bad.
Yeah, and I don't like that trope in basically all superhero movies.
Yeah.
You know, it's a trope that's overused. I don't want to harp too much on it and get too mad about it because, again, we got 2 episodes to go. So maybe by the time we get to episode 9 and that ends, I'll go, actually, I can see where they were going with this.
Yeah.
And it turns out okay. And knowing Marvel, it's probably going to turn out to be good. But now, I don't like it.
Yeah.
But overall, I enjoyed the episode.
Yeah, the episode is a lot of fun. I loved Paul Bettany and Kat Dennings together.
When Vision's sitting there in the chair and then he's like, wait a second, why am I talking to you? He gets up, leaves. I love that.
Yeah. It's a really cool episode. I was disappointed that the engineer wasn't somebody that it wasn't Reed Richards, and that's who I was hoping it was.
See, here's the thing. I think people made that out to be a bigger deal than what Marvel intended it to be. Because all Monica said, and granted, she did say it twice over 2 episodes, I gotta meet my guy. That's
like there was set up to it. That's why we thought it was someone bigger, but it was a red herring.
But I'm also like, yeah, but I like Jimmy's missing person.
Wouldn't it make sense that the missing person was Vision and that he was called to do
I
that?
don't think so. Because I think if it was Vision, I think Sword would have been there first. Although maybe Hayward sent him on a trail. I don't know. But why wouldn't he tell him it's Vision?
Or did Agatha file the missing person? If it's Agatha all along, why not?
See, that's what I'm curious about is how much of this is Agnes versus how much of this is Wanda. And we're going to have this answered, obviously, but why is Agatha doing what she's doing?
Because she's mean.
Yeah, but that's not a good enough reason. I want compelling story reason.
Yes, I completely agree, and if that were the reason, it would be very silly and not make sense. But I also like the idea that she's just mean. Can't someone just be mean?
But what did she
murdered a dog.
What did she do with those kids?
Oh, she murdered them.
You reckon those kids are dead?
No, they're probably not dead. That's
not
a little.
yet.
That's a little dark.
I reckon they will be.
She's going to threaten them.
I don't think the kids are making it out of this season.
Wow.
Then again, I didn't think Agatha Harkness was going to show up. So
yeah, so face.
I guess bye to all those Mephisto theories, though. There were lots of it's every character's Mephisto. Also, did Agatha make Pietro? Is that the implied message in that flashback? Because she's sitting there as he goes to the door.
I think that Pietro was something she introduced, but we don't know yet, who the person, I guess, playing that Pietro was.
Well,
so there's still
yes. So
arguments
was it
that
a
can be made.
person in Westview
That's
that
what I
she controlled? But if she's a witch and can just conjure shit up, I don't know that she can. I'm just assuming she can because that's what witches do. They conjure shit up. Why wouldn't you make it look like Aaron Taylor Johnson?
I think all of this will be answered, but I mean, there's her powers are not exactly well defined at this point, so we're gonna have to
because we've had
out.
her for all of 30 seconds. But yeah.
Like that's something I'm not concerned about at the minute.
No, I just I'm not.
I think like it's still probably 80% Wanda doing this, and she's been facilitated somehow. But if it turns out that it is for some reason all Agatha, that undermines Wanda's character developments.
I don't think it's all Agatha. If it's all Agatha, like if we get to episode 9 and it's like I did everything, then I'm gonna be right pissed.
Yeah, me too.
Like,
to be honest,
I'm gonna
undermine the character.
That beanbag over there is going through the fucking window.
They can't see the beanbag, and you don't need to tell people that I own a beanbag.
I do need to tell people that it's a good beanbag.
I
get angry about WandaVision on that beanbag.
Yeah.
No, look. I like the episode. Like, it was fun.
You just weren't excited about the reveal.
Yeah, I just didn't like the reveal. But again, we might get to episode 8 and 9, and I could change my mind.
Yeah.
Because
I'm going to lay my cards on the table here. And I think I've told you this before when we were talking about Bad Mums.
I love Bad Mums, by the way. It's so good.
I have been a Catherine Hahn fan since I was an actual child. So, to be honest, part of the reason I was so engaged with Agnes being someone was I wanted more Catherine Hahn. And for her to be like the bad guy. I wanted that.
I mean, we knew there was something about Agnes that was off.
Yeah.
But in previous episodes, she seemed almost scared of Wanda.
That's called being good at acting. You can be a witch and like acting.
Yeah.
You can be into character development.
Yeah, I guess so.
She was like, I really enjoyed it.
I guess so. I'm just not into the reveal. I'm just not. I'm sorry. I know when people talk about TV shows and they review, like, if you watch most people reviewing a show as opposed to a movie, most TV reviewers just get on to gush about how perfect the show is. I don't watch a lot of TV reviews who, like, there are a lot of them who don't criticize anything at all.
We have really very different ideas about what TV criticism is. Oh,
no, I'm just saying, like, from what I've seen.
Yeah,
it's a lot of the time
we've seen very different things.
Yeah, okay, well, I'm just saying.
And you also said you don't watch, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
We're going to have a fight.
I don't want to fight, but if we do fight, you're never sitting on my beanbag again.
I'll be sitting on the floor next week watching WandaVision. I think we're just going to have to wait for episode 8 and 9. Although, let's talk about Monica and her powers.
Oh yeah, we forgot. All that stuff happened and we were like, oh yeah, Monica has superpowers now.
Yeah, the fact that I didn't like the Agnes reveal kind of made me forget about all the good stuff that did happen in this episode, because this episode was like 80% good. Look,
we haven't seen... That's kind of... My opinion of Monica's powers are kind of like what you think about the Agnes reveal, where I'm waiting to see how they play that out. Because just somebody gaining superpowers is not exciting to me.
No, and she clearly doesn't know what to do with them right now. But I did love the confrontation between her and Wanda.
Yeah.
That was some dramatic shit, and I appreciate this show doing dramatic shit.
Yeah.
I just don't appreciate them doing cheesy superhero tropey shit, because up until this point, honestly, I think part of the reason I'm so a little bit concerned about this Agatha thing is that up until this point, this show hasn't really been that superhero tropey.
Yeah.
It's been pretty different. And this is the first real big... I mean, there have been minor superhero trope, like Director Hayward being a dick. Of course he's a dick. But, this is the first big... Oh, superhero trope, she's the big bad guy. Like...
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
And that's part of the reason I'm not that impressed with it.
Look, we clearly agree on this aspect of
it.
It's just that you expected more, I didn't.
Yes.
It doesn't mean I don't like it.
Although, it seems like we're going to get big witch fight, and that could be fun.
That could be fun. I don't know. It's like in Harry Potter, like there's nothing that spectacular about people just shooting laser beams at each other.
No, there's not. And again, that's, superhero tropey, and this show
I don't want another CGI fight, and I want to give credit to the show that I don't think that's where they're going to go with it. But
I didn't think they were
knows?
going to do this, and they did it. So, I mean, we'll see who's right next week. Tune in next week to see who's right. I'll be like,
please stand by.
Please stand by. By the way, that is the biggest, pet peeve of mine.
You don't
is
like
every
it?
time you see the please... No, because it pisses me off. Because, you can't leave it there.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. It's, but it is truly the villain of the show.
That's the big bad.
It truly is the big bad of the show. Yeah, that's it. That's the episode. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I want to know, though, honestly, tell me in the comments what you thought of the reveal and what you thought of the episode. I liked the episode up until that point, and then I'm a little bit concerned about. I'm not pissed. I don't want to sound pissed off. Maybe I am.
Wow.
I don't know.
Headline. Tom is pissed off about episode 7.
I'm pissed off with it, but I reserve the right to not be pissed off with it once we get to episode 9 and they probably turn it around, which it's Marvel, they will, because it's, Marvel most of the time shits out gold. So.
Wow. You're in deep.
I'm in deep, and I need to leave this hex. So.
You're in deep in that shit gold.
Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you next week.